Today is the 4th of March 2024. This will be our 8th histogram video, and it's the continuation of video 7, which is this one is the male part of the same question. Okay, so if you watch the video histogram 7, watch 8, this one that we are doing today, to get to the full picture. The first part, this one we did, the last one, is the female part, and then we need some information there to continue with the B part, which is the male part. Okay, but I didn't have enough time to finish the whole question, so I thought I'll bring it to the starter, and then it was too long, so I just thought I'll just use it today, explain it to you, and then tomorrow we'll start another topic. Okay, so before I begin, thank you to all my subscribers. Okay, thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Okay, I'll appreciate it a lot. Share. Okay, a few months down the line, some people are going to take this life-changing exam. Share, like, follow, do a lot to let your other friends have it. Okay, because maybe that is somebody's help. Okay, some people like learning through videos. They watch and then they do it and they understand. Okay, some of us we can do most of it. Okay, but I realized that the youth of today, they wouldn't keep quiet in the classroom, but when they watch a video or a computer game, they are concentrated. So I'm hoping that it will be able to help a lot of you out there. Okay, thank you very much. Follow us as well. When you watch the video, share it on your platform. Maybe you can't tell somebody, but if you share and they see it, they might be inquisitive, watch it, and then maybe that might be the break they need. Okay, please do. And if the account is not yours, please ask permission from the account holder, or ask somebody to help you open your account so that you can get our notification when we upload videos. Okay, you will see in the comment section, please follow my note/script. So if you hear me say something in the video that doesn't tally with the note, for instance, if you see something like this, 6 minus x, and then you hear x minus 6, go by the notes. Okay, don't assume I said it so it's right, because the phone is literally covering my face, and I'm trying to present it to you, okay, with a train of thoughts that I used to answer the question. I'm trying to explain it to you the way I understand it, so that you can also follow that, and it will help you. Okay, beware of scammers. Okay, please beware, look after yourself. Don't let yourself and your family be vulnerable. I wouldn't ask you to donate money on this platform. Okay, so please beware. If somebody is chatting with you, it's not me. If you leave a comment in the comment section, I'll go to the comment section and reply where everybody can see, so that you are not vulnerable and I'm also not vulnerable. But I wouldn't text you into your inbox asking you to donate to this platform on behalf of orphanages and whatever have you. Okay, please don't fall for it. If I have anything to say, I'll say it in the video. Okay, now recap. Watch the last example. This is the part B of the same question. The first part deals with the female, where you'll be given the graph. I use the graph to do the table, and then did the lower range, upper range, median, interquartile range, and that was all time could allow us. We did a starter in that video. Okay, now today I wanted to use the part B for the starter, but it is very long because the graph work can at times be long. Okay, but you can easily get the full marks in graph work. Okay, so, and they always come. Okay, either you get a cumulative curve or a histogram. They might give you a table to plot, or they might give you the diagram to do the table, or they might give you a part completed graph and a part completed table, and then you will use the graph to do some, and then the table also to complete the graph. So it comes in so many ways. We've done 5 videos on the OGIVE, the cumulative frequency curve, and this will be our 8th video. Okay, and before this I've solved questions we've seen a lot of. In the beginning I did a few graph work. Okay, so please just help yourself, go back and watch. Okay, because these questions always come. Look at the past papers for the last 10 years. I'll be surprised. Even if it doesn't come, okay, I'll be very surprised. So please go back and watch. Now, as I said, consider the incomplete graph. So this part B, unlike part A, they gave us the full video, this thing. This part B, they gave us 1, 2, 3 bar here. The bar was up to here. This one, they said we should do a possible. So I'll explain to you. Okay, but whatever bar you use, the total frequency for the male is also 100, like the female we saw. Okay, so you have 100 male and 100 female, but so here the test score for 100 males in year 11 is as shown. Okay, they've given us the median test score for male is the same as the female. So when we did the female, the median was 40. That was what we got. So straight away I did my median here. Okay, now so if you watch the video, and then the upper quartile is 50, so I also asked the female, so the upper quartile is also 50. So we have 1, 2, 3 bars. We know the median, we know the upper quartile. That is the B part, okay, linking to the last video we did. Okay, now the lower quartile. So I know the median, I know the upper quartile. The lower quartile is a quarter of 100, which is 25. Okay, so I'll show you what I have done in a bit. So complete a possible histogram. Okay, as I said, they gave us an incomplete histogram. So what I did was I tried to do the table, but before then I found the lower quartile. So it's a quarter of 100, because we know that the total number of males is 100. So the first bar, okay, a frequency density of 0.5, and then the class width is 10. Okay, unlike the female one, the class width was 10 and the frequency density was 0. So actually there was an invisible bar there which was nothing, but we had to count it in because we didn't shorten the graph like the example we did where we shortened the graph when the age started at 70. Okay, so here 10 times 0.5 is 5, but 10 times 1, so the width is 10, and then the frequency density is 1, so 10, so we have 15. Now bar 3, we can't use the whole 10, so we have a frequency density of 2 because that was what was given to us. So 2 times 5 will give us 10. So 5 add 10 add 10 is 25. Okay, so here on the x-axis, first class with 10, second class with 10, then we take half 5 of the third bar. So now we have a lower quartile of 25. So if you look at it here, okay, equal interval, so 10, 10, 5. So our lower quartile will fall here. Now we'll fall on 25 on the x-axis. Now we've been told the median is 40 and the upper quartile is 50. Okay, now this graph, they extended it to 100 for us. Okay, now this is the mark of the score for male, and then that's the frequency density, which was we extend to 4 here. Okay, score of year 11, male year 11, the starter. I had to change the date because I'm presenting it today on the 4th, which is part B of the first the 1st of March video. Okay, don't forget that. So you have to work 7 and 8 together, please. Now, so this and that, I had to plot it. I have to use my knowledge of factors to complete, because whatever I do, my total summation should add up to 100. If it goes beyond 100, then it's wrong. Okay, so now I found the lower quartile. And I've been told the median score is the same as the female median score, which is 40, which we did from last video, which I've already edited. The upper quartile in the question is 50. Okay, complete a possible histogram. So before I did that, I did the table first. Okay, so we've been given the first 3 bars. Okay, so frequency density of 0.5, class width of 10, my frequency will be 15. Frequency density of 1, class width of 10, frequency will be 10 because we are going to multiply. Frequency density of 2, class width of 10, and my frequency will be 20. So the first 3 bar takes care of the first 35 students. Okay, so now the 4th bar, 30 to 40 marks. Okay, that was what I came up with. I did a frequency density of 1.5. Okay, and then times 10 is 15. Okay, my 5th bar, I did a frequency density of 2.5 on the y-axis, class width of 10, so I have 25. So if I add the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, I get 85. So I'm left with 15. Okay, now we know that to have a histogram, you have an unequal interval. So I can just do 1 more bar, okay, or I can do another 10 and another 5. Okay, so it's easier for me because I know the lower quartile and I know the upper quartile. Okay, so now the last bar, I did a frequency density of 1, okay, and then a class width of 15, and then I get my last 15, which totals 100. I could also do a frequency density of 0.5, okay, and shorten the graph, and then extend this class width to 30, and if I multiply, I'll still get 15. So that's why they said do a possible histogram. So what I mean is, on this graph, okay, frequency density here is 0.5, 1, 2, 1.5, 2.5, and then the last one I did 1, and then from 50 to 60. So with this one alone, it gives it an unequal interval for me to do a histogram. Or instead of 15, I can extend it to 80, and then instead of 1, I'll plot it from here, okay, there. So that's also another possible histogram. As long as the total is 100 mil, then I'm okay. Okay, whatever frequency density and a class width I choose, the last 15 part should add up. So if you look at my graph now, I have unequal interval. I have my histogram. I have my x-axis, which is my marker score for male, and I have my frequency density, which is equal. I have the score of year 11. Okay, that is my date. Okay, because I couldn't present it on the first, because to make the video long. Okay, so now after doing this and the table, I'm okay. Okay, so this one, as I said, the last part, okay, sorry, the last bar here, because I was wondering which one should I do, because if I do 1 in 25, then the frequency will go to 100, but we've been told categorically that 100 mil, so we can't go beyond 100 mil. So this column, if you add it up, the frequency column here, okay, if you add it up, it should be up to 100. Immediately you put 25 here, okay, and you even lower that, okay, then you get 110, but you have 100 students, so you have to work within 100 students. It's like you being given £10 or £100 to go and shop, and then you come back and say, I had to spend more than £100, but they've told you here you have 100 mil. So where did you get the other 10 from? So you work within what they've given you. Okay, so my table, if you add 15 to 10, 25, add 20, that will be 45, another 20, that will be 60, add 25, 85, and then I have 100. Okay, so you need to be careful when you get this type of questions. Okay, so now that we have the table and we know we've accurately got the 100, so we can plot the histogram, which I've shown you. Okay, now they've told you the median score is 50 as the female, so I had to use that as well to plot the graph to test it. So even though I've labeled it here, okay, as 50, I had to plot it. So here also, I could have made a shorter graph and then increase it to maybe 65, but I was trying to do that and it was complicated, so I thought, Gcse, why not make it as simple as possible? So I chose a class width of 10. Okay, so in the end I only had 15 left, so that's why in the end, so it means the highest score for the male is up to 65. Okay, unlike the female was 70, here is 65, and then I could do a bar of frequency density of 1, or I could extend it to 80, okay, and then do a class frequency density of 0.5. Okay, that's what they said, a possible histogram. So whichever histogram you drew, okay, they will still give you the answer as long as you can get your lower quartile, your median, your upper quartile. So the median score here also, which I did, okay, we've been told, but when I calculated, it was on the fourth bar, 5, 10, 20, 15, which is half of 50, and half of 50, the frequency of male, okay, the total frequency of male falls exactly on 50 on the x-axis as well. So yeah, and then upper quartile range, which will also be given as 50. So I use that also to do some calculations to help me with the table, which falls on bar 5. Let me show you. So 10, 5, 15, 35, 50. So add 25, which is 75. Okay. Okay. So that one we've been told in the question. So I did all this to help me fill the table and to complete the histogram. So that is what I did for the upper quartile. So now that I have the lower quartile and the upper quartile, I can find the interquartile range. My upper quartile is 50 and my lower quartile is 25. Okay, which gives me interquartile range of 25. Okay, so I'll go back. So as I said, our time is gone. Okay, so I didn't do anything again because I realized that for me to explain this to you, I needed that time and I couldn't add that, otherwise it would have gone beyond 1 hour. Okay, so here the starter today was the part B. Okay, so this is the question here. Okay, I'm pausing for you to see. Okay, and these are the question. This is the question. Okay, here. Complete a possible histogram. So I use the information to do my lower quartile, which is my lower quartile. Went on from the first part of the question. I got my median score, which I labeled on the graph. Okay, they said I should do a possible draw a possible histogram. Okay, and then I use those information with the graph to do the table. So I'm going to show you the table I did. Okay, there. So let me zoom in so that you can see there. And then with the table I drew, which I've already explained to you, it's a possible histogram. Your summation should be 100 because you have 100 mil. And then I use the calculation for the median to plot the fourth bar, which I wasn't given. And then the upper quartile, the same calculation to do the fifth bar. Okay, yeah, and then I found the interquartile range. Okay, so this is one of the possible graphs you get. That is my x-axis, that is my y-axis, that is my title. I've changed the date. Okay, the y-axis is up to 4, x-axis up to 100. Okay, so as I said, this part, last one, you can do a frequency density of 0.5 and extend this part here to 80, or you can do one and just do a class width of 15. Okay, so this is one possible one, and the second one I've shown you, whichever way you do it, your frequency density should be up to with the total, your frequency should be up to 100. Okay, my title is there. Okay, everything is in pencil. Okay, so please subscribe, share, like, follow. Make sure your friends also see it. If it's helpful to them, they can use it to do their revision. Okay, and if you are a mom or a dad trying to go back to education, this is also something you can use. Okay, some people know that when they even register, they won't turn up. If you have a few months, we are in March, so you have the whole of April to prepare with what you've been taught. So don't wait till the day and not show up. It's not good, because you are stopping somebody else didn't get that registration because of you. Okay, so show up, get prepared, show up. If it's Gcse you want, you can achieve that. Okay, as I've shown you, the questions, um, apart from thinking a little bit, you can do it. And if you prepare, you should be able to get that C. Okay. Good luck to everybody who will be doing their exam in a few months. Okay. I'll continue bringing you some of these things to help you revise. But stay focused. After the exam, you can watch as many programs as you like. You can watch as many videos as you like. You can do whatever you like whilst you wait for the lesson. But this is the time that if you want to do well, then take advantage of all the opportunities you have. Learn the questions properly and go and just get on and get the grade you want, so that you can do whatever you want to do with it. Okay, thank you very much for watching our video today, and I'll see you in the next.